In this video, I'm going to show you what Neville Goddard meant when he said, I and God are one. And I'm also going to explain to you how to scale this understanding to where you actually realize it on an intuitive level more and more each day, and how to, through that, create the life that you want. So just right away, hearing the statement that I and God are one might make you feel uncomfortable. It might make you feel this sort of separation instantly, because when you hear the term God, right, or whatever you refer to God as, maybe you call it greater power or infinite intelligence or the universe or Jesus Christ or whatever you may call it, you instantly create the separation between you as this person and what God is. You think of God as a separate entity that exists separate from you and independently of you. And on top of that, you think of God to be some superior force, very different from you, very separate from you, but also superior, to which you look at yourself as inferior. So this concept right here is what Neville Goddard tries to put an end to. Because until you constantly look at God as an external entity that you're always looking outside towards and you're always praying to, you undermine your own power that you create your life through. And you always remain a puppet to external things, external realities, because you constantly project God to be outside of yourself. So through this video, we're going to be talking about how to internalize the concept of God and what Neville really meant when God and I are one. Neville mentioned that when he says that I am God, you are God, we're not necessarily referring to this person. We're not necessarily referring to this body mind that we are identified with. When we say that I am God, we are referring to that sense of I, that sense of I am. Now stay with me here. Okay, so my name is Sunny, right? Before I say that I am Sunny, or I am a YouTuber, or I am a personal development coach, before I put something in front of that I am, there has to be the I am, right? In order to be something, I have to just be first. And that sense of being, that sense of I, is what God is. Neville explains that that sense of being that you feel, that I amness in your experience, is God, on top of which you can put anything, and you will form into that. Whatever you place after the I am is what your life will turn into, is what you will turn into. But before that lies pure infinity, pure infinite potential, which is the I am, which is the I, God. So to make this a little more than just a conceptual understanding right now, just kind of get a sense of that I amness, right? Before any thought, before any perception, there's this sense of you just existing right here in this moment, right? For you to experience this YouTube video, for you to be listening to my voice, you have to first exist, correct? Now, just take your focus away from all of the stuff that's happening and actually just focus it back on the fact that you exist. That is what I mean to say when I say that I amness. The fact that you just are here. All of this stuff is just appearing. That you exist. That sense of I is God. And on top of that, we can place anything. And our experience will begin to reflect those assumptions. When you say the word I, you are referring to the power of God, to the wisdom of God, the source of all phenomena of life. Neville says that you are in this world of death and decay, right? Everything in your life, you have seen it. Let's look at your past. Everything From all your successes, from all your failures, from every physical thing you've owned, including your own physical body. Everything comes and goes. Everything changes. Nothing is the same today as it was a day ago, a moment ago. Everything comes and goes. The only thing that is constant is that awareness, that I amness, that consciousness, which is a prerequisite for you to experience anything. Is that not true? Have you ever experienced anything apart from your consciousness? You had to be conscious for you to experience anything. Consciousness, awareness, that I amness is inseparable from any experience you have ever experienced. The experiences change, right? They flash. Things come and go. Seasons come and go. Success and failures come and go. But it is that same I am awareness that is here now, watching this video, watching you watch this video. And it is that same I am awareness that watched you when you were just a 5-year-old. It is that same I am awareness through which you experienced the world before you even knew how to speak as a child. So that is what we mean when we say I am God. That sense of being is the infinite intelligence through which we experience anything. It is the source of all phenomena of life. Now, how can we create our own reality with this? First step to using it to create your own reality is to just acknowledge that God is within you. It is that sense of I am. Stop externalizing God. Stop praying to an external entity and always placing power outside of you. Instead, start to acknowledge your imagination, your awareness as God. Start to acknowledge the infinite power that lies within your awareness, within the fact that you exist. That is the first and foremost thing, because until you declare yourself to be infinitely powerful, how are you going to create the dreams that you don't even consider possible for yourself? How are you going to overcome the challenges which kind of get you overwhelmed sometimes, right? So in order to gain all the infinite solutions, the infinite abundance, and start to create the experience that you want, you have to first declare and observe and acknowledge and embody the fact that you are God, that you are that I am awareness. You do exist. It is here and now. Because until you acknowledge this power, you will always fail to tap into it. You will still live through it because it is you. You can't run away from it. But you can't harness its power until you acknowledge it. So that is the first and foremost prerequisite to creating your own reality with it. You can really scale up your intuitive knowing of this principle through meditation. That is what meditation is. Meditation is you disengaging from all the perceptions of the external world. All of these beliefs and opinions and judgments and labels that you have placed on top of this pure blank, infinite I am state, right? Because those are the things creating your current experience. So if you want to start changing your experience, you have to start changing and letting go of a lot of those limiting beliefs and assumptions that you have placed on top of the I am. And so in order to first acknowledge it, in order to actually deepen your understanding of it, you have to meditate. You have to start disengaging from a lot of this stuff that you just place your awareness in all day, every single day, identifying with it. Okay, so establish a meditation practice. I can tell you right now that I would not be where I am today if I didn't meditate. My entire journey has unfolded to me through my consistent daily practice of meditation, which just continues to get more and more profound. And I continue to access those greater levels of consciousness, those greater levels of God, you can say, through which I continue to create the life that I want. So meditation, if you want to scale up your understanding of this. Now, how do you actually create your life from this principle? Acknowledging that you are God, acknowledging that infinite power lies within you, and that whatever you place on top of the label of I am, because that is first and foremost, right? You already are. In order to be something, let's just say you want to be a movie star. In order to be a movie star, you have to first just be. You have to exist in order to be something. So realize that infinity is at your disposal. You can be or do or have anything that you want. Anything that you place on top of this I am is what your experience will turn into. So what do you want to be? What do you want to place on top of this I am? I bet you right now, if you're not experiencing the life that you really want to experience, your I am is filled with limiting definitions about yourself. Thinking, I am not worthy. I am not worthy of love. I'm not worthy of success. Or I'm a loser. I'm poor. I'm always having problems. You see, like, the I am statements are so crucial. That is what we create our experience through. These are the assumptions that eventually solidify as our physical reality. These are the beliefs that our reality begins to operate through. These become the agreements through which our reality operates. So be very careful of what you place behind this I am. Because whatever you say throughout the day, right? I am this. This power that you are will begin to function in a way that it will come to fulfill your statement of I am. So let's just say you want to be a movie star, and every single day you believe that and you place that movie star in behind that I am a movie star, and you go about your day feeling like one, being like one. Literally, reality will begin to restructure, opportunities will begin to flow, everything will start to happen to agree with that I am statement, to show you that yes, you are that. Everything that you place after that I am consistently and that you believe in, it will just completely change your experience to agree with that statement. So knowing this, first get to the state of just I am, right? That pure blank nothingness. You acknowledge the fact that you exist and acknowledge and affirm the fact that you are God. Second step is to imagine what it is that you want to be and place that behind the I am. Imagine it right now. Imagine yourself already being that. Imagine yourself already having that. And then Neville says to let it go. Consider it done. Consider the fact that, let's just say you know you want to be a movie star, right? How can you say that if you know you want to be a movie star, that greater power through which you have come into existence is not aware that you want to be a movie star? Right? That greater being that we refer to is within you. It is you. It is who you really are, beyond this body and mind. It already knows what it is that you want. So when you even, let's say, affirm it and imagine it, and you place your awareness in that reality and start feeling like it, God has gotten the message. You can back off now. You can stop just devising all sorts of plans of manipulation and control on how you need to get there. Let God do the work. Let life do the work. So once you acknowledge you are God, then you imagine what you do want. Give thanks for it. You already have it. You are already it. Simply start to live your life. And life will literally just form and restructure itself according to your I am statement, according to your imagination. The assumptions that you build on top of that I am, that pure I am, right? The beliefs that you build, the imaginations that you create they're basically going to start determining your experience. Your experience will start to be dictated by those statements. And little by little, everything will start to shift. This is what happened in my life. This is what happened in countless other friends of mine's lives. Every success story that I listen to, every book that I read, I see that there's an element of this going on where the person created the conviction first, and then their reality started to change. We just wait sometimes, and then we're like, okay, when this happens, then I'll feel that way. No. That's not how it works. You have to first believe that it is so, and you have to consider it done. God has heard you. And now just simply allow that to come into existence through you. act on your goals, but don't insist on how everything has to happen. Stop worrying about the means. It's already done. Let infinity take care of it, and simply keep living your life. I just want to read one quote from Neville to finish this video off, okay? Neville said, "Build up the knowing that God hears it. Consider it done. All I ask is to go to the end and give thanks to the end. And for the end, it is done. The end is where I start. The end is my beginning." So you've acknowledged that you're a God. You're deepening your understanding of it every single day. You've imagined the end. You've given thanks for the end. You consider the end being granted to you already. And now simply live your life from that end. And that end will become your destination. Okay? Put this into practice. Let me know what was your favorite part about this video and about this principle of I am God in the comment section below. Let me know, are you feeling uncomfortable even believing this? Coming to terms with this? Anything that you are doubting or have questions about, put them in the comment section below, okay? Other than that, subscribe to this channel if you want more videos like this. If you want more Neville videos, also let me know. But I will see you in the next video.